What do Picasso, Shakespeare, and a great leader have in common? Yes, creativity. Now think about this. Every powerful leader, from business executives to community change makers, need to think outside the box. They adapt and also inspire. But here is the problem. Too often, leadership development focus on logic, strategy, numbers, forgetting that leadership is also an art. Hi, my name is Sarah Myawo Apalete, a PhD candidate at the University of Western Ontario and an instructor at the Faculty of Education. My research interests focus on the intersection of culture, pedagogy, and experiential learning, with a particular focus on early childhood music education. I am also dedicated to using music and art-based approaches to help third culture kids navigate their identities. So today, we are exploring how the art, yes, painting, theater, music, storytelling, can actually help develop more creative leaders like you. And trust me, by the end of this, you will see leadership in a whole new light, hopefully. First, let's talk about why creativity matters in leadership. Three things come to mind: creative thinking and innovation, emotional intelligence and connection, communication and presence. Great leaders don't just follow the rules, they rewrite them. The arts train us to think differently. Take jazz musicians, for example. They improvise, they adapt to moments, they create something new. Isn't that what great leaders also do? Now, theater and poetry helps us understand emotions very deeply. A leader who can connect with their team emotionally, now that's golden leadership. Have you ever noticed how powerful speakers like Martin Luther King or Malala use rhythm and storytelling? That is art at work. Why is art-based approach important? Art-based approach is a method of learning, problem solving, or development that integrates various artistic practices such as painting, music, theater, dance, storytelling into various fields such as education, leadership, business. So instead of just relying on logic or analysis, this approach uses creativity, emotions, imaginations to explore various ideas, express concepts, and develop skills. So in leadership development, art-based approach helps leaders enhance communication and presence. For example, acting and storytelling improves public speaking and emotional intelligence. Another thing is developing creativity and innovation. For example, visual arts helps leaders brainstorm and solve problems in new and fresh ways. Another thing is it also helps leaders improve teamwork and adaptability. An example is music and improvisation teaches collaboration and quick decision making. Lastly, it helps strengthen emotional intelligence. Writing and poetry, I find, encourages self-reflection and deeper connection with others. Essentially, it turns leadership training into an engaging, hands-on, and transformative experience. Let's talk about arts-based approaches for leadership development. So, how exactly can the arts train better leaders? Let's break it down. Number one, theater and role playing. Actors rehearse different roles, just like leaders also need to step into different perspectives. Improv exercises teach leaders to think on their feet and also respond with confidence. For example, some companies use forum theater to help their employees act out workplace challenges and also find creative solutions. Number two, visual arts and design thinking. Have you ever tried drawing your leadership vision? Visual arts helps leaders map out ideas in a way that words can't. Some workshops ask leaders to paint their ideal future, and it turns out a picture really is worth 1,000 words. Number three, music and teamwork. Leadership is like being in a band. You don't have to play every instrument, but you do have to make sure everyone is in sync. Some leadership programs use drumming exercises to teach rhythm, teamwork, and active listening. Number four, storytelling and writing. The best leaders, they say, are the great storytellers. They inspire, they motivate, and they bring people along on a journey. Steve Jobs didn't just or tell stories or just sell computers. He told the story of challenging the status quo. So I encourage you to start writing your own leadership story today. Where have you come from and where are you going? Now let's talk about deep play and flow in leadership. These are two favorite areas I like to talk about, especially when discussing the arts. One of the things I like to do when engaging in the arts is play. Yes, you heard me right. Play. Not just simple play, but deep play. Now, we often think of play as something for children, but Ackerman challenges us to recognize that play can be a profound and transformative act. Ackerman describes deep play as an immersive experience marked by risk, fun, wonder, adventure, and ordeal, which goes beyond mere entertainment to unveil moments of clarity, discovery, revelation, and self acceptance. In a leadership context, you might be thinking, how does play fit into the professional sphere? Well, playfulness in leadership does not mean being frivolous. It means strategically creating environments where people feel safe to experiment, take risk, and also encourage curiosity. One example could be by inviting your team to brainstorm freely, encouraging role play solutions, or even engaging in light-hearted competitions. In leadership, also, flow is important, especially when it involves the arts. Csikszentmihalyi describes flow as being in the zone. And so Csikszentmihalyi outlines flow as being fully immersed in a task or an activity. So often when we are involved with flow, we lose our self-consciousness, and also we lose track of time. And the challenge of the task is sometimes perfectly matched with our skill level. Think of a time where you were so focused on a project, maybe writing a report, coding a program, or even playing a musical instrument like I love to do, that you forgot to even check your phone or watch the clock. Now that's flow. So why should we or should leaders care about deep play and flow? The answer is simply engagement. We know from countless studies and organizational experiences that engaged employees are more productive, creative, and resilient. Let's look at two examples of leaders who embraced the arts. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs took a calligraphy class, and that's why Apple products have such beautiful design. Oprah Winfrey mastered storytelling, and this helped her connect with people across the world. It helped her shape her into the global leader she is. Some companies use theater workshops to train executives in communication and problem solving. So, in a nutshell, leadership isn't just about strategy, it's about creativity, emotion, and vision. The arts help us unlock these skills in ways that traditional leadership training may not. Now, here's the challenge to you. Try using one artistic approach this week, maybe improv to boost confidence, journaling to refine your leadership voice, or even music to strengthen teamwork. Some people like to use music as a way of boosting confidence. So I encourage you to continue to engage and play, find your flow, and embrace the arts as the great leader that you are. Thank you for listening.